All right, what's going on, everybody? So I'm back again for Strictly Comics, and we are just doing a really quick preview video / CGC CBCS submission video. All right, it's kind of what we're doing right now. I had a lot of time to kill. I was like, man, let's just do a video, right? But let's go ahead and just give you guys a quick reminder tonight. Actually, immediately when we get done with this video, immediately following this video, we're going to go into affordable auction number 98. All right, so do not forget that. But with me, I have my partner in crime, Jen. Jen, you want to say hi to everybody, man?
What's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, we're gonna have some goodies tonight. Just stay tuned. But let's get this started. Let's do that.
All right. Yeah. So just to let people know, it's gonna be myself. It's gonna be Jen. It's gonna be Max Comics. It's gonna be VK on Comics. It's gonna be Paul. It's going to be BetaRayJim. He's also going to be joining us. So there's going to be 6 panel members tonight. Don't really know what they're going to have because I'm going to do mostly just hosting tonight because I'm actually preparing for this right here for the auction number 100, which is going to be a week from today. This is going to be a charity auction. All right. All the items that would be going up for auction will be donated to charity. If anybody's interested in donating something, please hit me up. Let me know. You can reach out to me on Instagram. Okay, that's the best way to reach out to me, and I will tell you what to do. It's very simple. I just need a picture of the item and your commitment and willingness to go ahead and submit the item to the winner. All right, so that being said, Jen, let's go ahead and get into the books I'm going to show that I'm going to be submitting to CGC and CBCS next week. You can give me your 2 thoughts and opinions, whether you think that they're trash books or whether you think I should submit them. But here's the first book. Little newsstand copy. What you think about this? First Gideon?
Yeah, man, that's a newsstand. And dude, I know you've disagreed with me on this in the past, but I think that's going to be the next amazing Fantasy 15 in the next 25 years. I know you're like, oh well, but because it was printed in the 90s and there were so many copies. I'm like, yeah, but how many people actually took care of their New Mutants 98s? You know how many times I saw that book in the $1 bin and didn't give a shit about it? Now all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, I want a New Mutants 98," but a 9.8 newsstand edition. Check how many of them of those books are out there right now.
What is it? Like almost a $3,000 book right now or something?
Yeah, it's dude. It just keeps climbing, and that's what I'm saying. I would not be surprised if Deadpool gets the same treatment that Spider-Man gets.
What was it?
It may not be.
What was it? The X-Men Origins Wolverine, where he was like Baraka. He looked like Baraka.
They shut
everybody one to buy his book all of a sudden.
Well, no, that's not what it was. It was actually Marvel versus Capcom 3, and they introduced Deadpool on there.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, because I remember when the hype came out, everybody was like, "Oh, I love Deadpool." I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, this character has been around since like. I mean, I've passed up on
since 91.
Yeah. Shit, man. I mean, it's insane. It's insane.
Here's the other book. This one actually has to go to CBCS because it already has a signature. First Mephisto. It's signed by the inker Joe Sinnott. I got this signed either the year of or the year before he passed away. But this will be going to CBCS. This is probably about between a 4 and a 5. It needs to be pressed and cleaned. All these books I'm about to show you guys need to be pressed and cleaned before they go in. But I got a huge submission going to CBCS and CGC in the next 10 to 14 days. You think Mephisto's going to be a big baddie, or what you think? Like a side baddie or what?
I think Mephisto is going to be a background character. He might be a baddie.
Way.
No, I do. I think
character.
I don't know. I what I mean by that is I think he's going to eventually show up, but he's going to be treated like the way Thanos was treated until like phase 5, maybe phase 6. Mephisto's the devil, man. That's the devil of like Marvel. You're not going to introduce the devil as a key character and then kill him off in phase 4. If anything, he's probably going to get introduced in phase 5 and then probably killed off in phase 6. Or actually, he probably can't get killed off. And if anything, he's probably going to just stay in hell and watch him.
So quick to the chat. Shout out to Scarecrow. Says, good evening, comic family. Good evening to you, Scarecrow's Comic Asylum. Love that name.
What's up, man?
He says, oh, okay. He was just answering. And then Promiscuous Tandrella says second. CLG, this is a preview, letting you guys know we're getting ready to get started with the auction here in just about 25 minutes. I'm just showing books that are going out to CGC and CBCS in the next 10 to 14 days. All right, so that's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. This one is the next one. This came with a COA, and if anybody knows Dynamic Forces, they're a very reputable witnessing company. They were doing witnessing and COAs before CGC came into existence, but it's actually signed by Terry Austin, the inker, who did a lot of inking for John Byrne. But guess who else's signature is on there? John Byrne's signature.
Oh, that's very nice.
And Chris Claremont. So this is going to go to CGC. This will probably be about a $300 or $400, maybe a $500 book by the time it gets back. Or not CGC, but this one actually has to go to CBCS because they're already pre-signed. So this one's going to CBCS. CFAP says Mephisto will blow up. A lot of people are speculating on that.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong.
Look what CLG says. He says he'll be a part of the Blade and Ghost Rider phase.
Exactly, and he should be. And you know that's smart if they do it that way. But I think he's going to be a background character, man. I don't mean that he's going to be like a puny character that they only talk about like here and there. I think he's going to be the guy that plans a lot of the things that are going to happen to certain characters. You know. Even I hope they introduced Blackheart correctly too, unlike the way they introduced him in.
But you would think that'd be further down the line, though, too, right? Like,
well, I don't know. I mean, are they gonna? We are just touching TV right now, right? We're getting into television shows, and they're just getting into like the phase 1 of Marvel television. So how are these television shows gonna go, and how are they setting up for phase 4, the movies? I mean, you're going to have to look at all of that because if it sets up correctly, we don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, he's absolutely right. I can see that. I can see that happening.
All right. We'll go to the next one. This one is a newsstand, pretty high grade. I think it'll be a 9294 right here. Everybody knows what this book is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book.
It's just these books just keep going up, guys. And I'm at the point now where I really have no choice but to submit. That sounds like I'm in a like movie. I have no choice but to submit. So this is would love to get it signed by the Todd father, but I got things I'm trying to do, so this is gonna go. Do you have a copy of this, Jen?
Probably, man. Somewhere in my PC, but I don't know, man.
When Peter David was here in Houston about 4 or 5 years ago, there's kind of a known story that Todd McFarlane gave him this original cover art. And,
really?
And Peter David said he sold it years later for a fortune. So
wow,
he probably easily got 150, 250 grand for this cover back in the day. So yeah, Todd McFarlane gave it to him. It's crazy. Here's the next book. This is going to CBCS. It is a 9/8 candidate. It is signed by the inker, the artist, and the writer. What book could it be? Boom. First
nice.
Archangel. Yep.
Yeah.
I got the inker in black. I got Louise Simonson in silver, the writer, and I got Walt Simonson in gold. So this is a 9/8 candidate. This has to go to CBCS. A lot of these books, if anybody knows that I get a lot of books signed that I don't always plan on submitting, but till maybe later, mostly because I can't always afford to submit everything I get signed. But the way comic books are going, and because people know that I'm trying to get my first show off the ground, I got to go ahead and just get rid of a lot of stuff. So this is a 9/8 candidate. This will be getting slabbed by CBCS, signature verified, and getting sold as soon as it comes back. So that's been in my PC for a very long time. Jen, we talked about this just prior to the show. A book that has gone stupid hot from like a $10 book for like the past 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years to raw copies are going for like $200 to $400, and it's this book right here. Can you believe
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean,
this? You're speechless. You're tongue tied.
no, it's just that. Look, man, I love Thundercats, but really, come on, man. It's okay. It's like, I mean, if you got your hands on that when it was $10, good for you, man. It's you know, if you have a few copies of that, good for you, because you can easily turn that book around with for what's going on in the industry with that book right now. But
The thing is this is my only copy in my PC, but it's so hot that I have no choice but to submit it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think it's a bad idea to submit that book. I think it's a very intelligent idea to do that, because you can make a profit off of it, because there's so many people that are speculating that that book is gonna maintain that value, you know. But
we got let me acknowledge the chat. We got Marcella Love. She says nice. It gives me a little bit of an emoji. Appreciate that, Marcella. CFAP says when they make a surfer movie, Mephisto will be the villain. Oh. Silver Surfer movie, maybe. CLG agrees with you about Blackheart. CFAP also says that Hulk book is on fire right now. Yeah, it is. Marcel also says, will there be any Spider-Man comic books in the auction? I don't know. Probably. I will definitely make note of it and let people know that. I mean, everybody's always looking for Spider-Man, right?
Well, yes. There. I mean, I have some that I. If you're a big Venom fan, Venom and Carnage, I'm gonna have some Venom and Carnage based Spider-Man covers, and there's some pretty hot covers that I'm gonna have for tonight's auction.
Got Warlock. He says, "What's up?" Got Darth Gojira is in the house already. Says, "Howdy, everyone." And then we got You're Next. That book looks familiar. What book? You're Next. Which one are you talking about? The Thundercats. This is for my PC, bro. Actually, I bought this only like I think at the beginning of the year, and it's just gotten so hot that I'm like, man, let me go on and send that junk in. Here's another book. I don't have the first appearance, but I happen to have this. This is the first appearance of this character in DC continuity. It's a 9/8 candidate. Boom.
Oh yeah, man. I love Artgerm, man. I mean, clearly I've talked about him in the past on auctions, but I really love Artgerm's and his covers. You know, he just did that Power Princess cover for the Heroes Reborn, and man, it's a beautiful, beautiful cover, man. And if you guys didn't check it out, or if you guys didn't look into that, man, Artgerm is just, I don't know, he's fantastic. I love Artgerm. That cover is great.
It is, and it's just another one of those books that I would love to have him sign before I submit. But man, at this point, guys, a lot of stuff on my PC is getting sold because I'm hoping to do my first con next year. Just a quick reminder, everybody, just immediately after we finish with this little preview, the auction is going to start 5 or 10 minutes later. So make sure you stick around for that. Affordable auction number 98 is tonight in just less than 20 minutes. Let me see here. So this is another book. I've gotten everybody who I need to have sign this book. I got the first cameo and the first full appearance of Bishop. But look who it's signed. Look who they're both signed by. They're both signed by John Byrne. John Byrne's signature is hard to get, and these are 9/8 candidates. All freaking once he's come back as 9/8, these will be about $1,000 for the pair minimum.
Yeah, man, and you know the thing with John Byrne is that he doesn't like graded books. Like he doesn't like his signature to be graded. So I would definitely send those in just to get them graded.
And they're also signed by Will Pistachio, the artist.
Yeah,
there's not both of them.
Yeah, there's not very many of them out there that he likes to just. And he's just one of those guys that's just very difficult to work with, from what I've heard. Like even in the comic industry, John Byrne.
Oh, Your Next. I did reply to your comment last week. I hope you looked at that. That's actually why I go over all the rules and stuff at the beginning. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Here's one of them that we do at the beginning of every show. That there is lag of StreamYard, so this platform is not for sniping. I don't think that you were sniping. I just think that you kind of gave in at the last minute. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just sorry it happened like that. But Um, so, here's another book that's going. This is from my PC. I sold my Whitman variant. This is the DC logo version, but this one is probably going to be like an 8.85. First Black Batman. Tim Fox.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you just sold one too, right? You're like, I
The
think you
Whitman.
sold.
Yeah, it was a 9.2. I mean, I had to.
Yeah, that was that. You know, he has his own run right now.
Oh yeah.
Apparently it's really good. I'm not reading it, but from what I've been hearing my friends talk about, they're saying that he's seems to be pretty good as Batman right now. I think the only thing that I've
check it out.
Yeah, I think the only criticism is that he's not as smart as Bruce.
Oh yeah,
But I'm like, but I mean, that's Bruce Wayne, right? I mean, the guy only sleeps for like 3 hours and he has full sleep because he's learned how to master sleep or something. Like,
this is another book. It's just an early spec. I don't think we've heard anything from this character yet, but The Brave and the Bold, number 57, first appearance of Metamorpho.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think that, I guess, what is it? Parts of his body can turn into certain elements or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Silver Age book. It's in decent grade. It'll probably be in like a 6.5 to 7, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how quick I can, or how good I can press out. It's got a crease on the cover, but yeah, it's just a kind of an early spec. So this will be getting submitted to CGC in a few days. This one has a lot of signatures. A lot of people know what this is. It's signed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Amazing Spider-Man number 700.
Yeah.
Signed by Michael Zeck, Sam De La Rosa, John Beatty, Mark Bagley, Jim Shooter, Al Milgrom, Joe Rubenstein.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's beautiful, man. That's very, very nice.
Yeah, so this one should be a 9.8 candidate. So that's gonna be expensive to grade though with CBCS, because they charge $15 or $25 for the first signature and $15 for each additional. So I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signatures, 6 additional. So it'll be like $150 just to get that book graded and signature verified. We'll do 2 more books and then we'll be out of here because we're gonna go and get ready for the auction, which is coming up in like 12 minutes. This one is going out. First, Kyle Rayner. It's a 9.8 candidate. Are you specking on Kyle Rayner as a Green Lantern or John Stewart mostly?
It's not going to be either one, man. I think it's going to be Simon Bass. They're pushing Simon Bass and Jessica Cruz Yeah, and I like that, man. I really like Jessica Cruz a lot, especially after she took on what's his name, Darkseid. I love how she got in Darkseid's face, and he knows that he can kill her like instantly, but for some reason she just wouldn't back down because apparently they wrote her to be a very strong character that welds the Green Ring. So I want to see how they do that, man. Especially since Simon Bass and Jessica Cruz, they kind of hook up like in the comics, and he's like one of the first like Middle Eastern like characters to get like pushed, to get that push. So I want to see who they cast for that role. I think that's a book that people should look into. And Guy Gardner, they've already casted him. I think the only complaint that I've heard about that is that he doesn't have red hair. He doesn't have auburn hair. So yeah, they're killing all the redheads, man. I mean, what's up with that, man? Redhead people need love too, man.
So here's the last book. I'll show it real quick. It's signed by 4 people. It's signed by R. Adams, Al Milgrom, Chris Claremont, and Michael Golden. This is arguably the first appearance of Gambit. So you got 1 signature, 2. You got R. Adams right there on the side. And you got Michael Golden, which is right above the baby. So 4 sigs, pretty high grade. This should come back, somewhere in the 9s. These square bound books are kind of tough to press and tough to get in high grade. So, but this will be getting sent out to CBCS in just a few days. So, and guys, here's the thing. I've showed all these books. When these books come back, they will be available for sale. All these books, once they come back from grading, they'll all be available for sale. So keep an eye out for that. They will be in the auction. I might do mystery boxes. I might do raffles. I don't know. But in some form or fashion, they're going to be for sale. So we're going to head out of here so we can get ready for the auction. Just a reminder, in less than 10 minutes, the affordable auction number 98 will be getting started. So make sure you just kind of stick around for that. But in the meantime, we're going to head out. You want to do final thoughts and shout outs real quick, Jen, while you're packing up books?
Yeah, man. For anyone that is watching the preview auction, hey, Stu Cat, buddy. I think I heard from other panel members you were wondering about like book shipments and so forth. Man, we work very, very hard to ship off our books, man. And I know you wanted that Iron Maiden, so I actually added that onto your shipment. I think I sent you an email and everything. I don't think you expect that, but I think you wanted to pay for that book, or you wanted to pay more to get that book. I just added it in, man. Mostly because I've worked 11 straight days right now. So I just thought that would be the fair thing to do. But if you're on tonight and you see this before you're on, I guess you can always go back and watch this and you'll know that I sent that to you. Or just check your email, man. Aside from that, I'll make a shout out to the rest of you guys when we start our auction. So until then, thanks for tuning in, guys.
All right, guys, we're gonna head out. Stick around for just a few minutes for affordable auction number 98. We'll see you guys here in just a little bit. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.